With Mount Rainier in the distance, there are few cities finer on a clear afternoon than this one, and we have a picture-perfect day for football at Lumen Field in Seattle. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the Seattle Seahawks.
Fall is in the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in week 4.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. On first down, they'll start out with Evans. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. You talk about this Seahawk defense.
They come in a top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Back to throw, Willis. He'll flip this out to Evans.
And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
On third down, it's Evans.
And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup at 4.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop them short of a first down.
So on fourth down, on is Ethan Evans to punt for the Rams. Back deep, Rashid Shaheed.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And it'll be Seahawk football as they take over deep in their own territory.
Here we go, here we go. Roll, roll, roll. Let's go.
Here's Walker to start the drive.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And that's good for a Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
And going right back to Walker to about the 35, second down. The Seahawks at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they were looking good until last week's loss took them from the ranks of the unbeaten.
Yeah, I don't think anyone was expecting this team to push the 72 Dolphins, but still, you got to take a lot of positives from this first month. If they can bounce back and move to 3-1, they'll be pretty well set up for the remainder of the season to follow.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
You talk about this Rams defense.
They find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And since this is such a good unit of covering passes downfield, I think that last play is typical of what we might see. A lot of short passes, see if they can generate some run after the catch, but nothing doing on that one.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 45-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Trying the left side with Walker.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. Nick Hampton able to make that stop. Still 9 yards to go on 2nd down from the 27.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. That is taken in by the tight end Fant. Touchdown, Seahawks. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year.
And the Seahawks are on the board first here this afternoon.
Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
On 1st and 10, it's Evans.
And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Willis looking to throw it.
And a catch right side by Evans. Short completion, just 4 yards. And 3rd and 8 now.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
3rd and 8. They'll toss this out right for Evans.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on 4th down.
Here's Ethan Evans now.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time? Let's keep doing it until they stop us. Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down.
As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. It's a big play there for Seattle. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Go, League, go!
Up the middle they run. It's Walker. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Tackle made at the 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score Seahawks 7, Rams 0.
Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Ready! 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles! Hey, check that, street! Check, hurt! Go!
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. And this will be caught by Beckham for a Seahawks touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown.
And the Seahawks go up by 2 touchdowns. Well, this has been a flawless start for them. They score, they get the stop, and they score again, Charles.
Complimentary football at its finest. You just mentioned how they got it done. They scored. The defense got the ball back for them. They score again. That's the way you win ball games.
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They'll begin on the ground with Evans. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
If they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line.
Again, a run with Evans.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled them up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
They'll run on first down with Evans.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Bronco 80.
Straight ahead, it's Evans.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, now they're in a spot that every team tells us when we have our production means they don't want to be in 3rd and long. That's because those back-to-back running plays just didn't accomplish a whole lot.
Come on.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
Ready.
On 3rd down, it's Willis.
Eluding the pressure right.
And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, this first half has not gone according to plan so far, offensively or even defensively for that matter. They could use a big-time spark somewhere, but it's not going to come on this drive as they have to punt this one away.
Ethan Evans on down to punt.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it.
From his end zone, here's Rashid Shaheed.
They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory.
You rarely call your punter a weapon, but he certainly was there. How about that? Pinning him down at the 1-yard line and helping out the defense in a big way. I'm telling you what, if I'm a defensive coordinator, I might be thinking safety right now.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Let's go.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. They run again with Walker, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
At the 13-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
From the 46, here's 2nd down and 1. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. The play action fake. They'll look to throw.
Able to find the open man. That's complete.
He'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Now a throw here, hauled in. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's 2nd down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's the 2nd down and 6.
On play action, they'll throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle.
Justin Ross.
His first touchdown on the year.
And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead.
Now Myers for the extra point. And it is now 21-0.
Next to score, Seahawks.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Flush to his right. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And this drive was almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Willis.
He's going to take another shot here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
Here comes the Rams punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Come on.
Here's 3rd and 9.
Ready?
Looking to throw.
Outright to Smith and Jigba.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the second half is underway.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This is Fant on the short completion. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Check, Bobcat.
On 2nd down, it's Walker. Down the right sideline. He's on his way. 130 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
And I don't want to harp on it, but this defense among the bottom in the league against the run, and they show it right there.
And it doesn't matter when you get prepared for this defense, whether you're good running the ball or not. That's your plan. Run the ball against them. That's their weakness. And by the way, I think you harped on it.
I did. My bad.
Here's Walker.
And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the 3rd quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
Second and 3. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time.
A chance to really put this game out of reach. Here's 3rd and goal.
He'll look to throw. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. The extra point now coming from Myers. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. A CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Well, that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, third quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
Willis looks to pass it here.
And it's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having, because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be a step ahead, maybe even 2 steps to everything they've done. They've had an answer for everything this offense has thrown at them.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And now they'll shift things around.
Second and 11. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early. After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10.
Unlock line. Unlock line.
Straight ahead, Walker.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Aaron Donald's secret, if there is one, to his play, his ability to contort his body in such a way that you can't get a good, clean block on it. He slides through holes and slides past blockers and makes plays just as we saw there.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
Shot alert. Trap alert. Hut, hut.
Again, it's Walker.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves him with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Okay,
now
ready?
a 3rd and 6.
Go.
A give for Walker running right.
And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the
148 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues.
It's been an excellent day for him running the football, no doubt, as he continues to soar well past 100 yards.
Yeah, it almost feels like he can just grab his briefcase and head home after putting in a full day's work at the office, doesn't it?
Charbonnet. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way.
That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
And that's a major league loss of yardage and probably loss of momentum. You're snapping the ball at the 1-yard line before you suffer that big loss.
Yeah, you think of losing any yardage from the 1 is bad. To go that far back, that's a disaster.
And I think the play calling sequence that maybe the OC had in his head, that's got to change on the fly now.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
Boy, that was lockdown coverage there. He's scanning for someone to come open. But that was great work to blanket everyone. And in the end, he's just got to throw it away.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal.
They'll set up to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Myers' kick is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And
trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Now we've got whistles and movement up front. I think this is against Seattle. And that false start penalty is certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Panther 60. Dragon 60.
They'll drop to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds.
A first down there on a pickup of 25.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Walker now on 1st and 10.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. On the stop was Aaron Donald. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
We sit in quarter number 3 out in Seattle. A 2nd and 10 now.
Cougar 19. No, street.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. And we'll begin it with a field goal try here. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Myers' kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they've had that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
2nd down, Willis looks to throw here. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road and help seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
166 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Here we go.
The offense on third down, they've been excellent. 6 for 7. This is 3rd and 4.
Go, check. Go, check. Hut, hut.
And Walker once more.
And it's not going to be enough here. A gain of 4, about 2 feet short of the marker. 4th down.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
So on 4th down, here's Jason Myers for the Seahawk field goal. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
So they got the turnover, started with great field position, but in the end, the defense able to hold firm, and they only get 3 out of it.
And I like what you said right there. That defense able to hold firm, backed up into the shadow of their own end zone. The goalpost right behind them. They had to make sure they didn't give up the 6. And, boy, they came through in a big way. To them, even though they gave up 3, that's a win for their side.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage, because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses have put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, it's Willis.
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense.
Boye Mafe
Able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, it's obvious, but I can't help but say it here. It's never a good day when the opposing defense has more sacks than you have points. The win seems likely, but this defense is still playing for something here. They see that 0 on the scoreboard, and they don't want that to change.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
And this is a situation where, as a head coach, you're just saying, what else could go wrong? Let's get it all out of our system, please. This has been a sloppy game throughout. The execution has been lacking. A lot of mistakes, both mental and physical. And here's a big play that goes by the wayside.
That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
You just kind of feel for the defense right now. This deficit, they have not been able to stop them the entire game, Charles. And some hands on hips, some long faces out there on the defensive side. They're like, oh my gosh, we got to face these guys again here.
Yeah, people don't understand how hard it is when you're on the side that's being dominated to keep your head up and continue to play hard. And that's what they're going through right now, trying to find that pride inside of them to allow them to continue to fight, even though they are down huge in this game.
Ready.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough. enough for the first down.
And carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
And going right back to Walker.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Well, 193 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Let's go now.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter.
Options galore here. Second and a few inches. Up the middle, here's Walker.
And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first. Hate to be blunt, but it is just continuing to prove to be the case that this O-line is manhandling this D-line right now.
They deserve to roll up their sleeves and show up their biceps because they're doing exactly what you just described, manhandling the defensive front. They've got the leverage, they're powering through, and they're controlling this game.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped.
That good for 22 and a first down.
Here we go, here we go. Go.
Out of the gun, Walker with it. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On the give, it's Walker.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Ready, set.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third.
Walker with another carry.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been to bell count all day, and they'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
7-yard line.
Now here's Jason Myers. He gets set for the Seahawk field goal from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Myers' kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25.
The LA offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Well, I mean, look, obviously there's no 20 or 30-point play in that playbook, but they can try to end things here on a positive note despite trailing big, and that looks like what they're trying to do here by pushing the ball downfield.
Well, let me go with the heavy cliche then, partner. Just control what you can control right now.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Reek Woolen. And the return across midfield into the 46-yard line.
Seahawks take over first and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go, shot.
To the right side, this is Walker.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep.
So for the Seahawks, With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Set to go now on a beautiful sunny afternoon. And off we go in Madden Ultimate Team.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
They go play action with Montana. He completes it to Julio Jones.
He's to the 15, and he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Julio Jones, 74 yards.
And the Raiders get the upper hand as they're on the board first here.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught inside the 5, and he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
And they'll run with LT to begin the drive.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down.
I know we can't hear what's going on in that huddle right now, but I'll guarantee you at least one offensive lineman is saying, my bad, we simply couldn't move them off the line of scrimmage. We've got to do a better job trying to root those guys out of there.
Joe Montana on second down. Steps away to his left. This one complete to Jordan Reed. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
But give them credit for a good read right there, because they read the man coverage on the right side and sent the tight end a few steps down the field and then angled him to the left on a crossing route. And he was able to get enough separation on this play to turn it into a nice gain.
Now a dump off here complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. A give to LaDainian up the gut. And that one blown up quickly, as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. On the defensive side, tackled by John Randall. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Play fake. Now here's Montana. Forced out to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
3rd and 15 here after the 1st and 2nd down plays went in the wrong direction. Out to the left here to Reed. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
On first down, Montana. He finds his man complete. That's Reed. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they can be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Montana to throw. Touchdown! Jordan Reed from 6 yards away.
And the Seahawks are back within a couple of the lead.
We're still in the first quarter, but it's apparent they're going to have to come up with a different defensive game plan for him because right now he's kind of having his way against that defense and has added a touchdown to the list. How do you slow him down? They're going to have to mix up some coverages, maybe change who's guarding him.
Montana will throw for it.
And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here. I know it's still just the first half, but we'll see if that 2 points looms large later.
I would have kicked it. And I know that they were trying to equal the score, but sometimes you kind of get seduced into that. It's the first half. Kick the extra point and continue to play so you don't have to chase points later.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown. Oh, what a read on the outside as it's intercepted.
And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll run Tomlinson. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Raiders.
Play action. It's Montana. Touchdown, Seahawks. LaDainian Tomlinson from 6 yards away. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Vic in trouble, and down he goes.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them
I was
to do
going to
that?
ask you,
What was
maybe
that?
they saw something on film, but do you see something on film with those to try something from the 15 on a PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hold, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Montana. Looking deep for Julio. And that's caught inside the 35.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Julio Jones. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far.
And the Raiders are once again back in front. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Joe Montana here going to the air on first down. And the Raiders have got him.
Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Well, they got the lead, but it's certainly not a big one. And how do you keep control of that lead? Certainly not by that last play there. They gave up a big sack on the first play of this drive. Now it's double the distance to the first down marker.
Throwing on 2nd and long.
Montana.
He finds his man complete. It's Reed. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First grab for Fitzgerald. He's got a first down.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
The throw over the middle, taken in. Touchdown! Now back 57 yards.
And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Well, just a sensational start for this offense, Charles. 3 drives, 3 passing touchdowns.
Is that like mentioning a perfect game in baseball, or are we cool to do it here in football, partner?
No, I think you can do it here in football. I think perfect game in baseball, that's its own category.
Yeah, I think you're right about that. Could not imagine a worse start for that secondary, or let's face it, a better one for this offense. No chance they stop passing now the way that it's going. I think they'll continue to press the ball downfield and hopefully reap the same results.
The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead he does go down to a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive.
And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confident.
Julio Jones all alone.
It's a big play there for Vegas.
42 yards.
A gain of 42 yards on the play. First down, Las Vegas.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. First and 10 for Montana and company.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And the Seahawks are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line.
You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. It looks like a loss of right around 11 there on first down to set him back on second. On second down, Montana. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for third down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on second down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on third and long.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Raiders are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach on the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's third and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. They will look to throw. Montana. Now they go screen. It's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
2nd down and 6 now.
To throw is Montana. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. Montana. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Touchdown, Raiders. From 21 yards away.
And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Josh McDaniels, he's got faith in his offense, and he's going to have him go for 2.
They'll try and throw for it. And he'll get into the end zone. So that pushes the lead up to 4. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10.
On play action, they'll throw. Raiders have got him. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's third down. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3?
And no run back here as the third quarter will commence with a touchback. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Montana's throw taken in by Ridley here.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a toss right. This is Tomlinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. They stay on the ground. Tomlinson just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44.
John Randall coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up 4th.
Let's go now.
Going to try to throw for it with Montana. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. They'll go up the gut with Tomlinson. Stop made there by Julius Peppers.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 5 at the Raiders' 26-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
A short little throw taken in by Reed. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Montana.
And it's caught.
And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal.
Tomlinson is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
defensive lines can really dictate a team's fortunes. It's been a tough battle. They've been out there for a long time. But this was a question of who can wear down who. And that's excellent work to put a long drive together and finish it with a touchdown run to take the lead.
Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. The pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. But they need their best drive of the game right here. Tackle made that time by Brandon Graham.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
An 8-yard pickup. And the Raiders first down.
They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Well, they've certainly had their share of troubles running the football in this one, but this play is almost an extension of the running game right here. They set up the screen, let him work out in space on the perimeter, and he turns it into a big pickup.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
And good yardage there on first down because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on third down.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Seahawks have picked it. The big man, get the oxygen tank ready. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So that play, I mean, it was pretty well blown up from the start, and it results in a turnover.
Yeah, when you're running the option like that as a quarterback, you have so many different keys and reads to make that sometimes as you're making them, you're not protecting the ball the way you should, and it gets popped free.
Now a run on first down is not going to get off the ground as they will get him behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of 3. Three points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw. He completes it to Ridley. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
These guys certainly not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the fourth quarter as they try to put this one away.
And Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining. They can't relax just yet.
Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock.
From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. This is 1st and 10.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
And that is picked up by the offense. But here in the final 2 minutes of the game, this will be blown dead. Only the fumbler can advance the football. So this will go back to the spot of the fumble itself. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Now back to throw. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. Kyle Williams with a sack. He's been doing that since he got in the league back in 06.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long.
They go play action with Montana. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 35. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
First down, Las Vegas.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll set up a throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Seahawks are going to